So there are 3 conservation agriculture principles. The first one is permanent soil coverage. So that could be mulching or the use of cover crops. And that's essentially you want to keep the nutrients that are in the soil or the organisms and everything, the water, you want to keep that in the soil. So if it's hot outside, the evaporation won't happen as much because of the soil coverage, or if it rains, erosion and leaching won't happen as much either. The second principle is minimal tillage or minimal soil disturbance, little to no. So you could do conservation tillage, which is just right where you need to plant, or you could do no tillage at all. And essentially you want to keep the soil structure sound. There are aggregates in the soil, which are clumps, and you want to keep those together because they hold water and they hold nutrients. The third principle is crop rotation and crop diversity. So to keep the pests down, a lot of times the pests will keep going to the same plant. So if you want to avoid pest problems, you rotate your crops so that you break up the life cycle of a pest. It also helps with different plants take different nutrients from the soil. So if you have the same crop over and over and over again, you're taking the same nutrients out. We went to get trained in Kumasi with Dr. Boa, and it really opened my eyes to a lot of things about Ghanaian agriculture. I learned so much that I felt like I wanted to share what I've learned with where I am, because Kumasi is really far away from the central region. I decided that I wanted to try to organize some of the farmers in my community with my friend Ima, who's also a farmer, and try to give workshops the way that I was trained by Dr. Boa. And conservation agriculture means a lot to me because I have my degree in soil science and I'm really passionate about healthy soil. A lot of people, when their crops are dying, they blame the crop, and they don't tend to think about the soil and what's underneath, because all of the nutrients and all of the life is coming from the soil. When you do things like burn the soil, the topsoil, and it kills all the nutrients and the organisms, so we have to really take care of the soil. And so when you see people burning or erosion because there's no cover, you want to say something so that they will increase their profits and increase their yield, and maybe they don't even know that the gold is in the soil. So I wanted to share the education that I had been given.
But